Ever wonder why you reach for that specific brand of coffee in the morning or wear those signature sneakers on your run? That's the power of brand identity. Your brand's identity is like a DNA. It's unique, it's yours. And in this video, I'll show you how to craft a brand identity that's just not built but influenced step by step. And this step-by-step process will include building the brand identity for a specific business. And the business we'll pick is, let's say, you're launching an eco-friendly, sustainably made products brand. How would you build its brand identity? Doing it in such a way will make the video become practical versus me becoming a professor in branding. Hey, I'm Neil Verma, an author and brand builder. I've managed a $100 million financial business and sold multiple brands for 7 figures. I'm making these videos to help you build and scale your own dominant brand. Let's get started with why is brand identity so crucial? A brand, they say, is like a person. You meet it, you get to know it, and if all goes well, you trust it. That's your goal here with your brand identity. You want people to remember, recognize, and rely on your brand. Firstly, a memorable brand identity increases brand awareness. Think of Coca-Cola, the red color, the iconic font. They've built an identity that's hard to forget. With your eco-friendly brand, imagine your products becoming synonymous with sustainability, quality, and care for the environment. Your brand identity isn't just a symbol then, it's a pledge, a promise that turns heads and opens wallets. Secondly, a memorable brand identity increases brand recognition. Ever seen the golden arches of a McDonald's or Nike swoosh? That's brand recognition. You want your people to see your logo and hear your name and instantly think of quality, sustainability, and trust. Finally, a memorable brand identity increases brand trust. Trust isn't built overnight, and neither is a brand. By consistently representing your values and your commitment to eco-friendly products, your brand identity lays down the foundation of trust. It tells people you know what we stand for and you can rely on us to deliver. Yes, brands are just like people, as I mentioned. Your brand identity is a blend of who you are, your internals, and how you appear, your externals. It's like a person dressed for an occasion. The suit or dress might change, but the person remains the same. Your mission, values, and culture are your core, and your name, color, font, and logo are your outfit. Together, they make you unique, relatable, and unforgettable. By the way, drop a comment below and let me know what is one brand that you will absolutely not switch at all. It could be a smartphone brand, clothing brand, or even your coffee brand. Next, we're going to dive into the composition of brand identity. What makes up a brand identity, especially for your sustainability-focused brand? It's composed of 2 main areas, internals and externals. Let's dive into both. Internals first. These are the guts of your brand. They're not always visible to the naked eye, but believe me, they shape everything that your brand puts out into the world. Internals consist of things like your mission, your values, your brand personality, and the very soul of what you're all about. Think of it as the DNA of your brand. For your green brand, this could be your staunch commitment to the environment, ethical sourcing, or creating a sustainable future. It's the why behind your what. Whereas externals, these are the parts of your brand that everyone sees. It's like the skin of your brand identity. It's everything from the logo, the color scheme, the fonts, and even the tone of your communication. But it's not shallow. It's a reflection of your internals. The externals should be echoing what you believe in. So if you're promoting eco-friendly products, your externals should scream green, natural, and responsible. They should resonate with what your brand stands for. Think of a brand like Patagonia. Their mission is clear. They're committed to the environment. And it's not just in their mission statement, it's in everything that they do. Their logo, their colors, and even their product line speaks of their love for nature. They've aligned their internals with their externals, creating a brand identity that's hard to ignore. In a nutshell, your internals are the soul, and your externals are the body of your brand identity. One fuels the other, and together they create a cohesive and powerful brand image. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, the bell, to be notified every time I post a new video about what it takes to build a dominant brand. Okay, back at it. So you might be thinking, this is great, but how do I actually build these internals and externals? Let's start with building the brand internals first and break it down step by step. First, understand the purpose behind your brand. Why are you creating eco-friendly products? What's the driving force? Is it to save the planet, support local communities, or promote healthier living? You need to dig deep and uncover the core purpose behind your brand. This is not a marketing gimmick, it's your brand's soul. It's what will guide every decision that you will make from here on. For your nature-loving brand, the mission could take the form of to promote a sustainable and responsible lifestyle by providing eco-friendly alternatives to everyday products. Second, research your audience in depth and learn about their challenges. Who are you speaking to? What keeps them up at night? For your brand, you need to understand those who care about the environment, their challenges in finding sustainable products, and how you can help. Speak their language, feel their pain, and offer solutions. Here, your target audiences would be environmentally conscious individuals, families, and organizations seeking green solutions. Thirdly, analyze your competitors and their positioning. You're not alone in this space. You have competitors, but instead of fearing them, learn from them. What are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? How can you position your brand in a way that sets you apart? Remember, it's not about copying, it's about understanding the landscape and finding your unique spot. The positioning for your eco-wise brand can take the form of a genuine, transparent, and committed brand that goes beyond greenwashing, offering products that are backed by real sustainability practices. Fourth, develop your brand voice and messaging. How do you talk to your customers? Are you a friendly neighbor, an authoritative expert, or an inspiring visionary? Your brand voice should reflect your purpose and resonate with your audience. For your planet-friendly brand, its voice could be along the lines of educated yet accessible, passionate about the environment, and inviting to those new to the eco-friendly movement. And its messaging would be focused on the tangible benefits of sustainability living. Also, the importance of every individual's choices and providing actionable insights and products. Fifth, establish your brand's personality. Is your brand bold, playful, serious, or nurturing? Your brand's personality is how it behaves. Think of it as a person. How would it act? How would it speak? How would it interact with others? Your brand's personality should be a natural extension of your purpose and voice. For your eco-conscious brand, its personality traits could be one that is compassionate, innovative, transparent, community-driven, and committed to real change. Let's take the example of Tom Shoes. They're not just selling footwear, they're selling a movement. Their mission is clear, their voice is inspiring, and their personality is compassionate. They've aligned all these internal factors to create a brand that resonates with people who care about making a positive impact. Building the internals of your brand identity isn't an overnight task. It will take thought, reflection, and a genuine understanding of what you stand for. But remember, it's not an exercise in futility. It's the foundation upon which you build everything else. Get this right and the rest will follow. With that, we complete the section on how to build a brand internal. And next, we'll explore the externals, the tangible elements that people see and interact with. This is where most entrepreneurs jump into right off the bat. But here you'll realize why it's so important to do all the groundwork for your internals first. Now, if the internals were the soul of your green brand, then the externals are its face. It's what everyone sees, interacts with, and forms opinions about. Let's dissect this into key elements that make up the visual and tangible part of your brand identity, starting with naming. Your brand's name, it's not just a word, it's the first impression, the hello. What does your brand stand for? What do you want people to feel when they hear it? It must resonate with your eco-friendly mission. Our options are, number one, the literal approach. Think eco-pure or green path. These names speak directly to your mission, making them instantly relatable. Number two, the abstract approach. Names like nurture or verdant evoke emotions without spelling out your focus. They intrigue and spark curiosity. Number three, the hybrid approach. Combine abstract and literal, such as leaf nurture. This can help balance clarity and creativity. After naming, we move to color. Color speaks emotions. For our sustainable brand, here are the choices. Green for growth and renewal. It's a classic choice for eco-conscious brands. Blue for trust and freshness if you want to emphasize purity and innovation. Earthy tones for organic connection. Browns, tans, and muted greens can convey a deep connection to nature. But don't be confined to cliches. Find a palette that generally reflects your brand's personality. Now that we have checked off colors, let's get into typography or fonts. Believe it or not, fonts have personality as well. Are you modern or traditional, playful or serious? Your choice of font can speak volumes about who you are as a brand. It's more than aesthetics, it's communication. For our nature-loving brand, we could go with bold fonts for authority. If you want to be seen as a leader, fonts like Arial Bold can add strength. Or elegant fonts for simplicity. If your brand is more about elegance and minimalism, try fonts like Helvetica. Or another choice could be handwritten fonts for personal touch. Fonts like Brush Script can make your brand feel more approachable and human. Next is logo, your brand's emblem. A logo is not just a pretty symbol, it's the face of your brand. Think of the most famous logos and you'll realize that they actually tell a story. Look at Nike's swoosh or Apple's bitten apple. What story do you want your logo to tell? It should be aligned with your eco-friendly mission and must be memorable. For our ethically minded brand, we have the option of the symbolic. Think of an abstract leaf or earth symbol that resonates with sustainability. Or you could go with the literal, a logo representing the actual product, like a water droplet if you're into water conservation. Or even the emblematic. Combine text and symbols like your brand name encircling a leaf. The logo is a visual handshake. It's often the first and last image people associate with your brand. These externals are not mere decorations. They are the embodiment of your brand's soul. It's internals. Every time someone sees your brand, they should feel your passion for the environment, recognize your commitment to quality, and trust your dedication to sustainable living. Now that we've dissected what it takes to build a brand identity, both internally and externally, it's time to take a look at some masters in the game. These companies have not only built strong brand identities, but have become synonymous with their industries. Let's see what we can learn from them. Number 1, Coca-Cola. Its internals, happiness, refreshment, and universal enjoyment are at the heart of Coca-Cola's identity. They connect with people across generations. And their externals are the iconic red color, the unique script font, and the contour bottle shape all resonate with their core values. Number 2, Apple. Its internals, innovation, simplicity, and excellence define the brand. They don't just sell products, they sell experiences. And externals, the minimalist design, the sleek Apple logo, and their futuristic product design all are in harmony with the brand's ethos. Number 3, Frank Body, the skincare brand. Their internals, they embrace natural, ethical, and fun as their core principles. They engage with their audience in a friendly, cheeky manner. Externals being the simple packaging, playful fonts, and candid product descriptions, all reflecting their brand's personality. What's astonishing about these brands is not just their success, but their alignment with their internals and externals. They don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. And as we're building our eco-friendly DTC brand, these examples should serve as inspirations. They should remind you that a brand identity is not just about looking good, it's about being good, being true to who you are, and delivering on your promises. And picture this, your products are not just products, they're statements of a green future. Your website is not just a shop, it's an educational platform for sustainable living. Your social media is not just about promotions, it's a community of eco-warriors. So here we are, from understanding the core essence of your brand to sculpting it into a tangible, relatable, and unforgettable identity. We've delved deep. Here's a recap to tie everything together. First, we delve into why is brand identity important. Your brand identity is more than just a logo or catchy name. It's the lifeline that connects you to your customers. It's about trust, recognition, and creating a lasting relationship. Second, we talked about what comprises brand identity. We learned about the internals and externals. The internals are the soul, encompassing your purpose, audience, and more. The externals are the face, showcasing your name, color, font, and your logo. Thirdly, we discussed how to build your brand identity. We broke down it into 2 parts, the internals and externals. We explore how to align your eco-friendly values with every aspect of your brand, from your messaging to your visuals. and ended with examples of some mainstream brands: Coca-Cola, Apple, Frank Body, and maybe soon your eco brand. We've seen how alignment between internals and externals can create memorable brands. Remember, as I said, a brand is not built, it's influenced. It lives in the minds of other people, and through every interaction, every product, and every smile, you have the power to shape it. And if you want to delve deeper into the world of branding and start building out a holistic brand strategy, then pick up a copy of my book, Check Out, the step-by-step 7C method to build a dominant brand at ebrandbook.com. Also, I know I touched on naming here briefly, but if you want greater insights on how to come up with the right brand name, then check out this video on the same topic. I'll see you there.